Welcome to Mediocre Gaming, and today we're playing Helldivers 2. Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I'm Zarel. Let's get to it. So today we're alone on a dangerous mission, but before we get to that, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, and ring that bell to be notified of all future episodes as soon as they go live. So let's get into it. See, we are doing a blitz mission on a terminid planet. So, of course, I'm bringing the grenade launcher, and then I'm trying out the incendiary mines, which I have previously, but I had recently gotten the fourth upgrade, which increases fire damage from stratagems. So I kind of wanted to try that out and see if it makes a noticeable difference or not. So I didn't bring the flamethrower because the flamethrower doesn't close the bug holes. Brought the grenade launcher because they do. The grenade launcher does reasonably well against armored bugs, and then of course it also is a one-shot for bug holes, assuming that you're able to get that arc just right. So in this particular mission, we need to close out 11 bug holes and deal with some of the bugs that are going to be chasing us otherwise. There we go. Got the heavy nest. All 3 bug holes there. Got to deal with a bunch of bugs. The problem is that there's not a lot of time in order to complete the mission, and when you have a support weapon where the cooldown is 5 to 8 minutes, maybe even longer depending on if you have a cooldown inhibitor, a mission modifier that changes that. Spore spewers you don't have to use a grenade launcher on, but it does go down a lot faster. Now, I say this is a dangerous mission, but really anything over a 6, I would say, is probably considered a dangerous mission. 7 plus, because you're going to see those heavy and elite enemies more often. Just slowly. On blitz missions, it really feels like you're just running the whole time. You're running against the clock. You're running to lose some of the enemies. So I can see using light armor on a mission like this. It'll get you between the bug nests more quickly, and you can hopefully evade some of the attacks, or most of the attacks. Since bugs are mainly melee, it makes a difference. So I just took out a spore spewer, and now I have another one to deal with. And of course, chargers be charging. And the Bile Titan is still back there somewhere. You can feel the earth quaking in its wake. I kind of wish I had an arc estimator, so you can see where you're going to be dropping something off, especially on high arcs where you really need to go like over a wall or something like that to make it a little bit easier. Now it is so dense because of that spore spewer, the fog or whatever. It may actually have dust and the spore spewer, so that makes it even more difficult to find the bug holes. Having run blitz missions or just any missions you kind of get used to where the bug holes are or where they're supposed to be. I think that was short. Yeah, took out some bugs. And then, of course, bugs are blocking your grenades with their bodies. Bounces off of them and then hits the ground instead of going into the bug hole, which causes all kinds of problems.
Democracy has landed.
Getting up on a tall rock like this helps out until you need to get down from there. Try to find a safe way down, and it's not going to go very well. And here's a spore spewer. We're going to take that out, increase our visibility in the area. You can see just this big fog of spores in the area, and then it's clearing out, and it's a lot, much easier to see what's going on. So there's 2 bug holes over there, but there's also a huge heavy nest here with probably 9 bug holes, maybe even 11 just by itself. Because the map is obscured, there was no way to know where the nests were at. Trying to find a decent spot. I could put it in the bowl, but I kind of, if I need to get into the bowl for some reason, it would cause a problem. Alright, so we got 7 out of 11. This should take out 1 or 2. We got 2 off of that one. That's good. Almost there. We just need 2 more. There we go. Every so often, you get bugs climbing up. Let's see if we can get it. There's a Bile Titan coming out. There we go. Down to 1. I was kind of hoping to get 2 with that one as well. There we go. Last one. Hopefully that does it. We've got increased call-in time. There we go. We got it. So even if nothing else happens, if we end up dying, we've completed the mission, and that is the important thing. Now you only have 12 minutes total for the mission. Once the time runs out, then the shuttle automatically is called in and then leaves within 20 seconds of when it leaves. If the timer runs out before... Ooh, that was a rough landing. And the Bile Titan just automatically turned around and took us out. The agility of these bugs... I had trouble steering there. I would say inconsistent steering with the pod. I mean, it's better than what it was in the original Helldivers, which is you just randomly show up in an approximate location where you were thrown down. Activate the napalm for anyone following, and then there's another Bile Titan over there. It's going to get ugly at the shuttle landing site. Got one more napalm airstrike. I should really throw it down just wherever. I'm down to 1 reinforce, which is not great. Only gives me 1 extra shot. I mean, the one nice thing about the napalm airstrike is that it sticks around for a little bit, for a few seconds after it drops. Unlike the regular airstrike, we're going to go ahead and call stuff in because we're going to run out of time. And because it's extra call-in time for stratagems, we've got 3 minutes instead of 2 minutes. So we're going to run out of time. Alright, so we got a couple samples so we don't leave empty-handed. Let's go ahead and call in the mines. Put it over there. Hopefully it's far enough out that it can still navigate around. Got the grenade launcher back for the last 2.5 minutes. Now run around or defend. And, oh, there's a Bile Titan that was looking right for me. Alright, so when someone joins you, instead of adding 5 reinforce, it adds whatever you were at. So if you're at 5, it'll add 5, but if you're at 0, it's not going to add anything to it. Which I kind of feel like there should be a minimum. Because a lot of times when you join someone, you're put right into the soup. So extra call-in time, stuff like that, it's going to be a detriment. So maybe you get called, or you join in the middle, in between the action, so to speak, so that you're not... Ooh, man, that was a good stem. Where you have time to call in your support weapon or backpack or whatever you have. But a lot of times, you don't. You come in, you hope for the best, and you get taken out, and then you're like, okay.
Calling in reinforcement.
So I kind of feel like there should be a minimum of 2 added, 2 reinforces added for each player that comes in, minimum. So either it adds, 5, 4, 3, or 2 at the minimum. I'll tell you what, having to deal with Bile Titans when you have no stratagem support is a losing proposition in most cases. Even if you have a recoilless or a quasar cannon, something that's a real heavy hitter, those just don't seem to do enough to take out a Bile Titan. I've had it where a Bile Titan will take 3 or 4 hits before going down with a recoilless. That's, half of the ammo that you're given. Fire tornadoes may actually work in my favor here. I'm the last one, and shuttle's coming in. It took out the Bile Titan, it looks like. And we're out. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to check us out on social media. And thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. And we'll see you next time.
PlayStation